Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team landed in a world that is kind of a post-apocalyptic desert thing with mountains in the distance and multiple directions, and they came across a caravan of people in various vehicles of various types being led by a truck identical to their own. After a brief collision and pulling over and talking, it turns out the leaders of the caravan are none other than NK, the one who they know from their own universe, and NK's wife, Michelle, who apparently are from a couple decades in the future. In the future, from the perspective of our main characters, and it is, in fact, the same truck. The truck hit itself. So, right now, they are helping this caravan reach a supposed oasis called Mer-cour, and they're trying to get there. And everything was going smoothly, except there are some raiders on the way. Some raiders have been spotted heading towards the caravan. And now someone's got to do something about that. NK, in the bed of the truck, in the bed of her truck, I should say, hoists a missile launcher onto her shoulder.
Oh, jeez.
She looks down a scope. She seems to lean over the top of the truck and talk back and forth. Then you hear over comms, the good news, bad news. The bad news is that the lead vehicle on those in the magnifying scope I have, the lead vehicle has a particular symbol associated with a band of raiders that have been hitting this area. So they're coming, and they're also famous for not leaving people alive. So that's the bad news. This is the good news, and she fires the rocket. And that is going to, let's see here, that is going to hit the lead vehicle. Does it damage, is it? And it does, so that's going to take, the vehicle is going to take 1 point of damage. Yeah, because she didn't do that as a sweet move. Yeah, so it's going to take it on Michelle. Also, NK is waving her arms. I should say that also. And so the cars are starting to, rather than drive in a single file, are starting to cluster. To make sure that some of the more vulnerable looking vehicles that are more on their last legs and less armored. So the less armored vehicles are now in the center of the group instead of on the outsides. and it sort of compresses your caravan. Now we're at Obi.
I don't know that he could do anything right now. I think they're too far away for him.
I think they are also, but that doesn't mean I wasn't going to offer it in case you had some wild idea I hadn't thought of.
I do have wild ideas, but they don't fit with the situation right now. So
that's fine.
He'll hold his move.
All right, D. Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, gonna move along with the other defensive vehicles.
Okay, so are you going to move like to the side of the vehicles towards where these bad guys are coming from?
Yes.
All right, that's a good move. Now it is the Raiders' turn. 3 vehicles come leaping over a small hill, and on top, each one is occupied by just one guy. It's a set of ATVs, pretty much. Each one only has one person in each, but they do appear to be armed. As they burst over these guys are dressed in the lead raider here is he's a large muscular guy in kind of leather hot pants held up by studded suspenders with a 1 foot tall bright pink mohawk, and the other 2 are just kind of your standard leather clad goons. Also, the guy with the mohawk has like a skull tattoo over his face.
Okay. I guess I didn't ask. Are there like all sorts of people here?
What do you mean by all sorts of people?
Like, I'm an orc.
Like, are they all human?
Oh,
or
no,
are
it's a mixture. It's a mixture of races.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know how much you're sure because most of them are like covered head to toe.
Sure.
But
Okay.
it's a mixture. The raiders all appear to be human right now, but the group you're with seems to be a mixture of people, just based on like sizes and it's
Sure.
You're not sure if someone's a skinny skinny dwarf or a fat halfling sometimes, you know what I mean, because you can't see like facial features and stuff, but like and that could be a elven child or an adult goblin, you can't tell, just because they're completely covered up. But yeah, it's you've got people of multiple races, the standard spread,
Sure.
60% human, 40% everything else, standard proportions for Stormwood worlds. And so they are going to take some attacks. They're going to go after NK's truck. And Michelle's got a decent dodge. She's the one driving. Michelle's dodge is a 12. And they all miss. Well, that guy crit failed. They all try to ram Michelle. Like, the 3 who have come over the hill first try to ram Michelle's truck. And all 3 of them, she deftly, swerves around and avoids them. Then, technically, it's Amy's turn. But I don't know that she has a lot to do. And then another 3 raiders crest over. One is a dwarf. So 2 of them are in full leather, Mad Max regalia, all this stuff. Except the lead driver is a dwarf in a bunny onesie.
D just sighs. I don't know what I was expecting.
And he screams. So all 3 of those people are going to try to ram and attack your truck. D, what's your dodge?
Yeah, that was 5.
Okay. 2 of them hit the truck.
Shit.
And you want these to be even. I dropped one of my die. Where'd it go? The truck takes 1 point of damage. It can take damage 4 times. It can be repaired later by, like, Amy has the ability to repair the truck, but it like, if you, like, right now, you're gonna get -2 on any pursuit rolls. You're not trying to follow so if they try to follow you, if you try to lose them or something, so that shouldn't really affect this kind of combat. But if you get damaged, if the truck gets damaged 4 times, it is going to stop in the dirt.
Damn it. Okay.
So I'm going to notate that. Liz, where at you?
Okay. Okay. D, you're a better shot than I am. Want me to take over?
You know what? Yeah, let's give this a shot.
I would like to climb over between the seats and slip into into D's space.
So where's D going?
Presumably mine.
Yeah, D awkwardly slides to the back. Or
Says Amy's just like trying to like push out of the, like Amy and Onyx are like pushing out of the way. It's like
just a second. Just a second.
Jesus fucking Christ. The fuck. Okay.
Okay, I'm driving now.
I will let this happen.
Yeah.
It does seem crazy to me that in a car battle not to have the driver driving. What's your dodge, Liz? I'm just curious.
I'm a driver. I am a driver.
Oh, you were a driver. That's right. I forgot.
Yes, I've just never driven in that entire time.
You went through the entire ranks of driver and never. I was like sitting here going like, what is this re-archetyping from? I know it's like I couldn't remember. Okay. As yes, listeners, we re-archetyped.
I was a driver.
But she was a driver that whole time and never drove while that was her primary archetype. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, you get the driver bonuses. All right. This is insane. NK's going to attack one of the drivers who is attacking her truck with just guns. And that will hit. What is her damage? 2 plus, what is her current range score? Okay, so she'll do... That's not going to kill that guy, but... It's not going to kill him, but it will hurt. Michelle is going to try to ram one of the guys who's been attacking her, and she's going to crit fail on that attack, so it's not going to do anything. Obi, we're at you. There are 3 guys swarming your truck trying to attack you.
Okay.
The dwarf in the bunny onesie just goes, I'm the Night Rider. I'm the chosen one, the minor hand of vengeance sent down to strike the unroadworthy.
You're Flopsy the bunny, you ding dong!
I am the Night Flopsy.
Sure.
I'm the chosen bunny. The minor hand of Cottontail to strike down the unroadworthy.
You're not gonna shut up, are you? Okay there, bud. So Obi got a bunch of bottle caps
That is true.
from that dude.
He did.
So now he has a third type of ammo. And I have things I want. So it'd be really fun to try to use them as caltrops, but I know that wouldn't work because ATV tires are too thick.
Yeah. But it also might be easier to attack the drivers.
That's true.
Because they are in ATVs, which means they are not in like enclosed vehicles.
Yeah, they don't have windshields even.
They don't. There's a lot of sand in this dwarf's beard.
So Obi
And
is going
flies.
to do a sweet move. And he is going to do a multi-shot to try to hit all of the drivers all at
Okay.
once.
The three.
Preferably in the face.
Okay.
Whether that's speed shooting or just cluster bomb.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're going to try that.
that's your sweet move?
Yep.
All right. Does everybody vote that works?
Yes, I like it.
All right. Then all these guys are fodder. So what's your... so give me your range plus level plus 1d10.
That is 4 plus 7. So that's what, 11?
That'll... All right. So... That will, in fact, so the three guys who are on you, you launch the bottle caps at them. They, you hit them in the face, in the eyes. They start grabbing for their heads, and they end up crashing their ATVs and flip over. And then the dwarf in the bunny onesie goes, "I am the Night Rider!" The ATV flips and it explodes, which sends a spare bottle cap through the air, injuring one of the raiders who's all the way across the entire caravan, who's on NK and Michelle's truck.
I am the Night Rider. You freaking ding dong!
He goes back inside the truck.
All right. That brings us to D.
Okay, weird.
Small
Okay.
child just murdered 3 people. Because even though Obi doesn't do lethal damage, they were
No,
driving
it was
at
the ATVs that murdered them.
they were driving at a high speed
Mm-hmm.
in ATV. They're going at least 50 miles an hour in modified ATVs. So,
Yeah, Zack Snyder logic. I can get behind it. Anyway, oh boy. So how many ATVs are left still following us?
there are 3, and they're all swarming NK and Michelle's truck.
Okay. Oh, okay. I want to do a okay, so like how far away from the truck are we? Am I like within gun range?
Oh, you're within gun range 100%.
Okay, I'm going to try picking off one of the 3 attackers.
Okay. Which one are you going for?
Which
The
one's the
two- They're two normal. They're all about equidistant from
Okay.
relatively. Like they're kind of moving around also. So you got the two guys in who are just fully leather clad, and then you got the guy with the mohawk.
Okay, Mohawk.
Okay. So, this is just a regular attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a regular shot.
Okay, so 1d10 plus your range plus your level.
Oh, for the love of Pete! Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
Rolled a 1.
The one on the die?
A 1 on the die.
Yeah, you just miss.
Okay.
Because that's a critical fail. That raider you shot at, he's circling around and swinging by. Where were you when you took the shot, by the way? Because you're in the backseat. Are you out the sunroof or are you out the side window?
Out the side window.
Okay. He's circling back. And he is going to so the big guy with the pink mohawk and the leather hot pants and suspenders, and also giant big black boots, obviously, because he's wearing sensible footwear. Circles around and is now driving straight towards the truck, and he is going to, rather than attack, he is going to jump onto the side of the truck. And he's going to jump onto the side of the truck and try to hit Liz, try to punch, not punch Liz, punch D. Punch D. So what's your dodge? What's your...
5.
Okay. 5, that is a... Yeah, he misses. So he's hanging onto the side of the truck, and he tries to punch you, but you move out of the way pretty easily. The other two raiders are going to attack NK. 9 plus that. What is NK's dodge? NK's dodge is pretty good, but it's not perfect. Because she is a level 1 at the moment, even though she's highly re-archetyped. So yeah, her dodge is only a 9. So that one of those two guys will hit. And he's going to, one of them has jumped out and climbed onto the back of the truck that NK's on and let his ATV just kind of go sailing off into the desert. And so he's struck NK, and he is going to do... What is NK's soak? What is NK's fit? Oh, NK's got no soak. 3. So NK's going to soak a 3. NK's gonna take after soak, NK's taking 4 damage from that hit. So yeah, one of those guys has just punched NK. It takes us to Amy, and Amy's going to Amy's gonna lean out the sunroof awkwardly and try to throw a rock at the guy on the side, because and she's gonna miss because her stats are terrible right now, because we re-archetyped and I sacrificed everything but bare hands, but she can't get within physical range. All right, and those guys are dead, so that brings us back to Liz. Right now there is the pink mohawk giant muscle guy hanging off the side of the truck that you are driving.
Okay. And his ATV?
It crashed in the desert.
Okay.
These guys do not
All right.
care about their ATVs because they want your truck.
Right. Okay. And okay, that's the only guy who's left. All right, then.
Well, he's
I
the only
guess
guy
I'm
on
just
you.
gonna-
There are 2 over at the other truck, but this is the only guy who's on your truck right now.
I'm gonna try to get over to the other truck, speed up over to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all you're gonna do?
I guess I'm gonna try to shake him off, like a wide, quick turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, then roll me a d10.
6.
And this is flat. So, is it just a 6? Or is it a 5?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Okay. All right, he manages to hang on. It's going to bring us to NK, and she is going to try to shoot the raider who is on the back of the of her truck with her. And she's going to hit him. Is that enough damage? It might not be. Oh, I gotta keep switching between character sheets here. Sorry. Alright, so that is a... So her effective range is a 4, so it's 4 plus 2 is 6, minus 4, so that does 2 damage to this guy. Oh, he's dead. Good. Okay. So she shoots one of the raiders and he's dead. The raider who's on the back, and she kicks his dead body off of the back of the truck. Shell's gonna try to hit the raider who's still in his ATV driving around. She's gonna miss because she is rolling for shit today. Obi, we are at you. There's a guy hanging on the side of your truck.
Okay. I had a couple thoughts of what to do. One would be if the DM let Obi have a pair of safety scissors in his backpack.
Tell me what you want to do with them, and I'll consider it.
Well, my idea was I was just gonna cut off his mohawk. But my melee's not very good, so I don't know how well that would work. Otherwise, is he wearing sunglasses?
No.
No. Otherwise, Obi was gonna pop out the sunroof and poke him in the eyes, Three Stooges style.
Okay. You want to do that as an attack?
Yeah.
You're gonna poke him in the eyes?
Yep.
Poke him. Roll me your attack. That's a bare
I'm
hand.
used to sweet moving.
So it's 1d10 plus your bare hands plus your
Yeah,
level.
that. Right. That'd be an 11.
That'll hit. So roll me damage. So 1d10 plus your bare hands.
Ooh, 10 on the roll.
Well, okay, he's just dead.
He falls off and just.
He falls off. Hope he doesn't poke him that hard.
I'm just saying, like, if it was any other character, this would be really grotesque. Because
It's still really grotesque. Obi's just not watching.
Yeah.
yeah, because that's a critical. So I can understand. This guy's got a soak of 4 on a critical damage. So what is your bare hands plus 10?
That's 12.
Yeah.
I have a bare hand
So
of 2.
12 damage. That means he only soaked 2. That means 10 damage transmitted to this man's body, who's only capable of taking 3 damage. So you poke him, it's just hard enough to poke him that he would take so much damage that it would, if you put 2 guys behind him, it would kill them too, right?
Oh,
so,
no.
You
I
poke him.
1-inch punched his eyes.
Yeah. So because it's Obi, I'm not going to say anything bad happens to his eyeballs.
Okay.
Because that seems unfair. And Obi wouldn't do anything that hard on purpose if he was capable of. But I will say, because Obi is so fast that it was such a lightning quick strike that he is knocked off of the truck and flips head first into the ground. And you guys are going like 50 miles an hour into a rock outcropping that happened to be going by. And he just... Obi pokes and then turns away, and then as Obi's looking the other direction, his entire head explodes when it hits the rock outcropping. Like Obi's looking for like a thumbs
Obi
up.
like went back inside right away, so he wouldn't get hit back.
I like to think it happened so fast that Obi was turning and still getting down into the truck in slow motion as the guy's head explodes into the rock, and you just sit down like. Obi smiling, like looking for a thumbs up.
I'm just glad you chose to have him explode on the rock and not that we feel a thump.
Oh God, no! Yeah, no. I like this to be Obi is unaware that this has happened.
I did it. I got him off.
You sure did, Obi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good-
D,
good
we're
job.
on you. There's only one guy left, and he's over by the other truck.
All right. Going to let's do a sweet move. I would like to I'd like to point the gun dramatically and shoot to Oh, I hadn't thought this through. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Not having a good sweet move sort of day. Okay. I wanna actually I'm not well. No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I retract the sweet move. I'm going to try taking a regular shot at the
Okay.
remaining driver.
All right. Take your shot then. 1d10 plus your range plus level.
God, what the shit? 4 total. I cannot roll tonight
That
to
is the
save my
lowest
life.
value that will miss.
Oh my god.
He's
Okay,
gonna.
D-
so he's
D
gonna.
shoots, but is still kind of slack-jawed from the Obi murder that she just witnessed.
So this guy
Oh.
saw that you fired at him, so he's gonna drop back because his turn is next. He is gonna drop back, and he is going to pull up alongside you, and he's gonna pull out a gun and he's gonna fire it at you, D, from his. He's gonna fire at you from his spot, and so
Dodge of 5.
you dodges while he hits. What's your
Shit.
soak? What's your fitness plus level?
That's 4.
Okay, after soak, you're gonna take 1 damage. So he clips you. Bang, clips you.
Oh shit!
I can actually hit the things I shoot at.
Well, aren't you special?
Well, crikey. I'm from the wilds of Australia.
Of course they're Australian.
Of course I'm Australian. Can't you tell from my accent? This joke is going to go over so many people's heads.
Yeah.
It's cracky. I'm very Australian. Yeehaw. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Again, this is a real subtle joke that like 5 people are going to get out of our audience. Liz, we're at you. There's one guy left. He's in his ATV. He's pulled alongside your truck because he took a shot at D after D took a shot at him.
Right.
Yeah, he is right alongside you guys. So I don't know what you want to do on your turn here.
Okay. I'd like to veer right into him.
All right, so roll me your attack. This is a melee attack because vehicle attacks are always melee. So 1d10 plus melee plus level.
That's a 10.
That'll hit.
All right.
So now you don't get to roll damage. I roll damage because it's vehicle damage.
Oh, okay.
So, and you do damage to him to his vehicle.
Sure.
That brings us to NK and Michelle are not in range. That brings us to Obi. Is Obi gonna murder another guy? He's killed all but one of these guys. NK killed one of them.
Regular Wesley Crusher.
Everybody else has been murdered by Obi.
Okay.
So, dude on his ATV coming at us.
Yeah. You'll have to go out the sunroof to hit him because D's in the window.
That's fine.
Oh, no, I'm just giving you the physical space.
Okay. I probably don't need to sweep move him.
You probably don't. On the other hand, D didn't sweep move him and critically failed. No, it didn't critically fail. It just rolled really bad.
So you want me to sweep move him?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Dum. Okay. So he's gonna sweep move. And so he was looking through his handful of bottle caps and he found some that were completely flattened.
Okay.
So he's gonna grab like 2 or 3 of them and throw them like shuriken at the dude and do another multi-hit.
You're going to sweep move. Okay. Does everybody vote this works?
I mean,
That's just sounds like an attack.
Okay, because I can regular attack it if it sounds better that way.
Well, okay, so
suppose
so this has been proposed as a sweep move. This is what happens if a sweep move doesn't pass. It means that you get to actually still roll for it, but you're rolling something else than normal. We've had this happen once before, right? If it fails, then you are going to roll a D10, and you are going to you get to. Let me see here if I can find the exact. I want to make sure that I get this right. So yeah, so you're going to roll a D10 and you want to roll low because you want to this is a sweep move manual test. When the sweep move fails because it's not universally voted on, you still have a chance for success. You get to roll 1d10. Now, you have to roll less than your level plus 4. So you want to roll
under
a 5.
Okay.
So roll me a d10.
I did not roll under a 5.
What'd you roll?
A 10.
Yeah, that's the one time a 10's a bad roll is on a sweep move channel. All right. Sorry, it's that's the rule. So D, you're up.
That's the way it goes.
D, you are up. You are in this window. There is this guy. He has shot you.
Yep, and how close is he to us?
He's probably about 10 feet away, so just far enough out of reach where you can't just grab him, but like still pretty close to like shoot.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a headshot on this guy. Take him
Okay.
out. Focused. I got this.
I believe in you.
So roll me your attack. So 1d10 plus your range plus level.
Finally. All right. That's an 8.
That'll hit. So now roll me your damage. So 1d10 plus your range.
That's a 9.
Boom! Headshot. Head explodes. ATV ends up flipping up over backwards and then exploding into a ball of fire as it hits the ground because it looks cool.
Wasn't expecting that sort of bad boy shit, but I'm proud of myself.
D apparently doesn't watch Mad Max movies.
D had some thoughts about I'll get to it later. It'll be funny.
There is a point where I directly quoted the first Mad Max. And
I
it went through-
noticed.
Yeah, all right.
I just
So
yeah.
you guys drive off into the desert. And NK signals for everyone to pull over. And cars start pulling over off to the side of the kind of the beaten path that has kind of like at this point the where you're driving seems to have become a road just from having driven a lot. It's way like there's actually like some off to the sides there's a little bit of shrub brush and like less solid land, so you're kind of like driving down a corridor now that's like more road like in the sense that just it's like packed down earth, but yeah. And she hops out of the truck, out of her truck, and she goes, "Okay, is everybody okay? Do we have any injuries?" Most of the people are shaking their head no. Any injuries? She runs over. Liz, did you pull over?
I pull over, yes.
Yeah, okay. She runs over. Do you guys have any injuries?
We're good, I think.
D, you're bleeding.
A little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little. I one of the guys
Phil?
grazed me during the gunfight.
Phil? NK waves over Phil.
Oh,
walks
Phil.
over.
Fucking Phil. Okay.
So let me get my med kit. I'm a doctor.
Huh. But
Yep.
I hope he's not going to rub bottle caps on me.
My name's Phil and I'm a doctor. And he pulls out like some sterile antiseptic and like a bandage. And he goes to the wound on your arm. And I want to double check the rules to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah. So So you are effectively healed. Your damage is healed. Because he's a medic. Now, you've been a very nice and very good young lady. Thanks for bearing through. So here's a treat. And he just puts a handful of bottle caps in your hand. And then walks back to his vehicle.
D looks confused, but tries to be polite. Thanks. Okay. Obi, did you need more of these?
Ah, thanks.
Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters, and you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.